Okay, welcome to our webinar from Razz Security Academy. So, going about Razz Security, we are a cybersecurity solutions training and research company. We founded in the year of 2019, and we also well recognized by ISO 9001-2015 as a quality management system. Okay, so we provided training services, and also we focus on the research perspective. So about myself E. Mahesh Razz, and I am the founder and security researcher at Razz Security. So today's topic is on penetration testing. Okay, so what is penetration testing? Penetration testing is a process of finding out the weakness into the systems, networks, or IoT devices. Okay, so there is a lot of devices or a lot of technologies are there where we will perform the various strategies to find out the weakness. Also, we can call as a loopholes or vulnerabilities. Okay, so here the pen tester also we call as penetration tester or pen tester in a shortcut. So what pen tester will be doing means it will be collaborating with the organization as doing as like a partnership. Okay, there will be a certain rules and regulations will be there. They will go through our these documentations, and they will ask the permissions that what type of testings we have to do. There is a different type of testings like black box testing, white box testing, and gray box testing. Okay, white box testing is like we will get a much informations about the target. Okay, about the organization, we'll get a lot of informations and all, and like credentials, whatever credentials they are having, like for the doing login and all, this all information will be getting, and with that informations we'll try to find out the weakness. Okay, like now just imagine there is a one admin page is there. Okay, so if you're not getting the information, how can you do login? If you do login, then only you can see the functions whatever there inside, the functionalities. Okay, the logic behind of that applications, this all information you can get it if the company is providing you. Okay, so when they are saying as a white box testing, they will give a much information about their IT infrastructures, including their credentials, everything. Okay, so this is what white box testing. And then coming to the next about a black box testing. In the black box testing, they will not give any informations. Okay, they will not give any credentials about the login of admins. Like if you don't get any login of admins, then what you will do? You will try a different methods, like how the real hackers they will be doing. They will try to hack, and then they will get into the systems or on the applications which have been hosted on the server. So this type of black box testing, like you will not get any information about the target. So you have to do as like a normal hacker how they will do. Okay, and then again next coming to the gray box testing. In the gray box is the mixing of both black box and white boxing. Okay, in that like half of the information they will be getting and half of the information they will not be getting. So these are the three different type of testing. Okay, so this all things will be in the documentations which we have to go through it, and also there will be a non-disclosure uh, particular procedures will be there which we don't have to disclose in futures. Okay, like we have did the pen testing and all that information we don't have to disclose with anyone. So this all things will be there in the procedure before going into the next stage. Okay, so that makes the partnership between the pen tester and the organization. Okay, the pen tester can be a third party. Third party means we have to go with these procedures and all. Then coming to the next, the organization IT, now once it approved, we become a partner of a certain organization to do the pen testing services. Okay, then we will going into next about the IT infrastructures. So now in the organization, whatever the IT infrastructures are there, it can including their systems, networks, their whatever the IoT devices they are having. Okay, this all including we can call as a IT infrastructures. Okay, so when we did partnership, we have a authorized permissions to perform our task. Okay, so then we will use our different type of strategies to find out the weakness into the systems or networks, whatever about the part of IT infrastructures of the network or of the company. Then if we getting any unauthorized access, or if we are getting any weakness, okay, or vulnerabilities into the IT infrastructures, we will make a proper report, vulnerability report we call as, or also we can call as POC, proof of concept. Okay. So this report, then we will submit it to the organization, where the organization will be notice that where the weakness or loopholes was there in their IT infrastructures. That's how they can make it secure, which makes like secure from a unethical hackers, okay, where they can hack into their networks and all. Okay, so that is the main procedures, like the steps behind of penetration testing, the complete process. Okay, and there will be a different methodology of every hackers to do this process. Okay, the foundation step for the success of penetration testing. Okay, so the main three step is like, first we have to discover. So discover is like a, we have to find much information about the target. So as I said now, like when we are going into the white box or black box, so why we are saying as a white box and black box? Because that makes clear to a hacker that what we have to do to our to us, like an ethical hacker. It makes us clear that what type of attack we have to perform. If they are giving a much informations, we will not try to harm their systems and all. Like we are not trying to go dive into their networks and all. So because they already gave us the information in the white box. When we talk about white box, they already give the informations. If they are saying black box, okay, they didn't give any informations about the target. So which makes clear that, okay, which type of strategy we have to try to get more informations about the target to find out the best practices for cracking, okay, or else hacking. Okay, so that is what discovering the target and finding much information by using a various techniques. So next, coming to the exploit. So whatever information we are getting, just take example like we got information about the target, like what type of services that they are using, what's their services versions, vulnerability scannings. This all things we are discovering and we are kept with us. Okay, now by using this information, now we have to hack into the target. Like that is what exploit meaning. Okay, possible vulnerabilities or loopholes can be exploited using a variety of ways. Okay, so once we are exploited to the target, it can be a network or systems or web app, anything, mobile app or iOS, Android applications. There's a different type of penetration testing now. So after exploiting, then we have to make a proper report for the mitigation part. Mitigation means like, if they know their weakness, now just imagine if I hack you, and if once I hack you, if I'm saying you the how I hack you, you will prepare before any other hackers will hack you, na? So that's the reason I have to give you the suggestions to that you have to improve your security. Okay, so when you're improving, that is the process we call as a mitigation. Okay, so when we are giving a report, we also can provide them a mitigation part, that how they can make it secure. So that is what the important part as a last, like reporting. The vulnerability report begins with a brief description of security issues and overall risk. So POC, proof of concept, we also can call as proof of concept, where it's making clear that, okay, our organization, we have a weaknesses, so we have to make it secure. And there is a like different type of report will be there. Okay, so like where you have discovered that vulnerability, you have to give the certain parameters, or where you have attacked and you got this vulnerability. So you have to describe everything briefly. Okay. Yeah. So that is what the methodology you have to follow. So, but this is the important three things: discover, exploit, and report. Okay. So now we will perform these things practically. So I'll just open my virtual box. Okay, so I'll just check out the networking. Okay, I'm using a bridge adapter. See, there's a different when we are talking about network interfaces. Okay, there's a different interfaces are there in the virtual box. So when you open the virtual box, you will see this virtual OS which are running. Okay, so just right click on Windows 7 and go into settings. In the settings, you will see these different type of options like general, system, display. Here you can go to network, and there you can see that attached to it is a bridge adapter, internal network host only adapter. So see, bridge adapter is like you are connecting with your interface. See, I'll just show you. I'll just open my terminal. So I use Kali Linux only. I don't use Windows and all. Okay, this is good. If you're using Linux, you will be being more comfortable. So from past 5 to 6 years, I'm using Linux only, which makes me more comfortable to work on the servers and also. Okay, now next is, yeah. So I'll just check my IP address. Okay. Can you see this IP address 192.168.29.76 and the subnet mask is 255.255.0. It means the CIDR value we call as classless interdomain routing, which is 24. Why? Because in the class IP version 4, which have a 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits, means total 34 bits. Okay. So if it's a 3 segment is the network, it means 8 plus 8 plus 8, it will be coming as a, sorry, IP version 4 is 32 bits. Okay. 8 fours are 32. Okay. And now network, 1 segment, 2 segment, 3 segment. The 3 segment is network. Each segment have a 8 bits. 8 into 3 means 24 bits. The CIDR value, which called as classless interdomain routing value, is 24. Okay. So whatever the systems will be connecting in this network, then this first starting 3 segment will be not getting changed. The last 1 segment only will get changed because CIDR is 24 and subnet mask is this one. So it means the last segment only the value will be changing. Now, if it will be changing from 0 to 255, 0 to 2, the total range. If you're calculating 8 bits, so there is, again, there is a lot of concepts behind of calculations and all about 8 bits, like 2 power 7, 2 power 6, 2 power 4, 2 power 5. Like that, if you calculate, it will come total 255. Okay. So there is a number systems also which you have to understand clearly. Okay. Then only your foundations will be very much clear. Okay, so coming to the point, like the last segment is a host. It means host means how many systems can able to connect. So the last segment is the host, means total 256 host will be there. In this total 256, the first point 0. Okay, so 192.168.29.0 will be the network ID. 0.12.254 will be the usable host, and last point 255 will be the broadcast ID. And why we say called as broadcast ID? Because whenever you want to send any certain messages to all of the hosts in the network, you have to send that message to the broadcast ID. So what broadcast ID will be doing? It will broadcasting the message to all other hosts and available hosts in the network. Okay, these are the important concepts which you have to cover it up. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the things like, okay, this is the IP address, attacker IP address. Okay, you can say as a attacker IP address. So I'll just copy this attacker IP address and I will just open my notepad. So first we are doing discover. Okay, first we are doing discover. In the discover, what we did, attacker IP. So what was attacker IP? This. Okay. And if you see, there is an interface WLAN 0. Now go to the virtual box. If you're keeping as bridge adapter and WLAN 0, then you are making this virtual OS in the same network where the attacker also is there. Okay. So right click, settings, network, bridge adapter, WN0. So other is there like NAT network. So this will be different. Like in the virtual box, you are creating a one local area network on which will not have any connections from the external networks. Okay. So how you are using at home, your Wi-Fi and all, creating a virtual network. Okay. One local area network, that like network address translation we call as, which will be the routers. So when you are keeping it as a NAT network, so you are creating this type of networks. Okay. So, and host only adapter is like you're creating one different interface only in the virtual box to connect. So this all things, it's another topic again. Okay. So you have to understand these concepts also. Then only you can practice your skills, whatever the hacking techniques you're having, you can practice on your virtual box if you're clear with these concepts. Okay. So everything is important. Chalo, then just click on OK and start your Windows 7. So it will take some time to start. Okay. So Windows 7 is started. So now we will now now the second thing is like victim. Victim IP, we don't know. Okay. For that, we have to do network scanning. I have to do network scanning. Okay. So I'll just open my system. nmap-fn, and this is the IP address of attacker. And then I'll just paste it. And what the CIDR we talk about, CIDR value of this IP address was 24. So I'll just use 24. And this nmap is a tool, network mapping we call as. It's a tool which helps you to scan the networks and also find out the different type of services which is running in the certain port numbers. Okay. So by using nmap and -sn is a ping scan which will disable the port scanning also. Okay, so which helps to sending a ping request to every each systems in the network. Okay, and checking it out that the system is why we use ping. Ping is used for sending a certain request, and once the request is getting back, so that makes clear that the system is active. Okay, like ping space google.com. So google.com is active. Like see, same thing I'll do here now. Ping space google.com. So what is happening? So it's certain request is going and we are getting the response that making us clear that okay, the google.com is active. It is making us clear, no? So here you can see this ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. This is the protocol which is helping us to get an error message. So old days back, there was no ICMP. Okay. So we were not getting the response back, like error response back. But when ICMP protocol have been integrated into the ping, which helping us to get the error message back that if see the same thing when I'm now just imagine you are Ashok. Okay, when I'm calling Ashok, if Ashok is not responding, okay, so I'll not have any knowledge that Ashok is available or not. But when I'm saying another scenario, when I'm calling Ashok, but there was another person which is giving me a response that Ashok is not available, then I will know that, okay, Ashok is not there. That's the reason I didn't get a response. So like that same thing, ICMP also is helping us out that to giving us an error message that, okay, this is the person is not available. This is the server is not available. Okay, that's how the ICMP. There is a lot of topic into that ICMP. So I just gave you the simple format. Okay, so here you can see the TTL, time to leave. Okay, what time to how much time it takes to leave the request. Okay, and certain milliseconds. So this type of ping we are doing for one server or one IP address. But if you want to do the complete network, so that time you have to use this type of procedures by using nmap. Okay, now we'll send a ping request to complete network and find it out that how many systems are active. So here, point one is given. Okay, first we'll check that what is our gateway IP address. Okay, IP space root. So here you can see this 192.168.68.29.1. So this is our gateway IP address. Gateway IP address where we are getting the service. Okay. Okay. Actually, there will be a total 0 to 255. Okay. Where 192.192.0 is a network ID and 255 will be the broadcast ID. Okay. And victim IP address, still we didn't get the victim IP address, but we are clear that 0.76 is the attacker. Can you see here, guys? 0.76 is there. Okay, see here, 0.76 is there. Okay, so and 0.1 is a gateway IP address. So now balance is 0.70. Just copy this. Still we are in doubt. This is the one, and another one is 176. This two IP address also is there in the network which is active. So in this both IP address, which is our active machine, still we don't have any idea. Okay, so how can we find out in this both which is our target? Now the victim. So for that, I'll just copy this IP address. First, I'll just copy this IP address. Okay, so then I will open the nmap -cap O. So my victim was Windows 7. So I have -caps O. I'm using it because this is used for OS detection. This is used for OS detection. Okay. So network scanning. In the network scanning, what we did? First, we did network scanning. Ping request. Ping request. Then now we are doing OS detection. Okay. Yeah. So now we are checking out what OS this IP address is using. Enter. Okay. So it didn't give any response here now. Okay, so I think it can be my phone or something which is more secure, and it didn't give any response what OS my phone is using. Okay, now we'll try. So no chance of this IP address. Now next we have to try this IP address, correct? So copy this and then same command. (97.10% done). Okay, cool. I got the output now. Okay, can you guys see here? It's Windows 7 running Microsoft Windows 7 2018 versions. Okay, so now we got that victim. This is the victim which is active, and that victim is using Windows 7. So what was the IP address of the victim? This one. Just copy this. And I'll just open here. And then I got my victim now. This is how I got to know about my victim. So once we got the victim, now we have to hack. Before hacking, we have to find more information about the target now. So I got my victim, but I just need that what type of services my victim is using with the versions. So I'll do port scanning now. Okay. So for port scanning, nmap space -p -y, because there is a total port number, as we discussed, 65,535 ports. So we have to scan all of the ports, 65,535 ports. For if in the nmap -i, okay, guys, one more thing, like if you want to know more about the nmap, okay, use the command called as man. Man means manual of nmap. You will get the manual. You can read more about the nmap. Okay. Q to wait. Yeah. So nmap space hyphen P hyphen means all ports 65,535 ports space hyphen S caps V, okay, and the IP address. And if your task is taking more time, use time template hyphen caps T 4, enter. So it will take the performance will be little faster, okay, and it will scan the all ports 65,535 ports 65,535 ports, and hyphen SV means versions, okay, with the servers, with the service, whatever the versions are there, this all informations we can get it. Okay, I hope it will take time now. We'll just enter, okay, 60% have been done. See, you guys can observe that when we are doing this all things and all, see how networking is important, that how Linux is important, no? So this all knowledge you will have to keep. Then only we will be able to perform this type of task without any confusions. You can know that if you are executing one certain command, you will be knowing that what the logic behind of that commands. So because there is no magic and all, this all is running behind the logic. There is no magic, only a logic. Okay. This is our victim machine. Okay, cool. I got it. Okay, scanning was done. Okay, so if you guys see here, not shown 65,525 closed TCP ports. So there is two different type of protocols which we used for transition. One is TCP and another one is UDP, Transmission Control Protocol and User Datagram Protocol. So most of the places where security is most important, in that certain places we use TCP, which is a three-way handshake. Okay, and another side is the UDP. We are using certain places where you don't need much security, but and the task also it have to perform very fast. Okay, because this will be only one way. Okay, request and response directly. But TCP it's like a three-way handshake. Proper authorization only the data will be sharing to others person. Okay, so if you see here, 60,535 ports, 525 closed TCP ports. Okay, they are saying that 65,525 are the closed and these are the open one. See, I think it will be 10. We'll just count it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, total 10 ports are open and 65,525 ports are closed. So 525 plus 10 is 535. So 65,535 total ports. So we got this, all of the ports are open. Okay. So in that, if when I observe this 445, okay, so most of the hackers, they always target this 445 because this is very well known into the market. Okay. I'll just go to browser. Port number. I'll just Google it. Port number 445 vulnerability. Okay. SMB, we call as SMB service, which is also called as server message block. Okay. So this SMB service mostly used for Windows file transferring, file sharing, and it's exploited by a spread malwares like a WannaCry ransomware attack. We have listened about WannaCry ransomware attack. No? So this attack was this attack was done because of this vulnerability was there into the service 445 service, okay, where they were demanding for the cryptocurrencies. Hmm? And a lot of hackers, they will use this vulnerability for the data, this cryptocurrency mining and all into the various organizations. SMB port number 139 and 445. See, a lot of vulnerabilities are there in this. Okay, you can know more about this vulnerability by doing Google. So like that, you can find it out much informations by doing Google. Okay. Then there is a different ways like Google dorking techniques are there. Okay. Like by different keyword strategy, you will be filtering the search engine. Okay. That is we call as a like GSDB, Google hacking database, also can call as Google dorking. Okay, so now after doing port scanning, we get 445 chances of vulnerability. Okay, so now for that, what we are doing, we will do the vulnerability 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 scanning. So how we can do vulnerability scanning? Nmap space, there is a different strategies are there. So here one of my way, okay, hyphen P port number 445 space double hyphen script one. What was the IP address? This one. Just copy this. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, done. I got a few of the informations and all. So here is one like 445 TCP and which port is open. See, 445 is the SMB service, server message block. That service is used for file and printer sharing. So whenever you're, so as a mitigation way, you can say that whenever you're not, you feel that you're not using the this service, okay, 445, like you don't want to use it for printer sharing and all, you have to disable this port number. So it was open means then it can be able to hack. Okay, so here one of the service like SMB1 MS17, we got it. It's vulnerable by remote code execution, RCE. It means like you can able to execute the certain codes into the target system. Okay, and the sixth factor was very high, and the CVE number C here. Okay, so MS17010 is the ID. You can copy this one. Okay, so we got it. This is the vulnerability. Okay, after vulnerability scanning, then we will do it for exploit. Now we work for exploit. Okay, so before that, I'll just start service PostgreSQL restart. So this is the one database which also used by Metasploit framework. So Metasploit framework, whatever the data sets are there, this have been in the PostgreSQL. So in if we are facing any errors between we are doing exploiting and all, and that can cause like the proper practice. It can make a proper practice bad scenarios. That's the reason before going into Metasploit framework, you just restart your PostgreSQL for good practices. Okay. So then after restarting your PostgreSQL, then you start the Metasploit framework by using MSF console. There. And then use the options called as search. And here is the ID. Just search for this and we got it. So here you can see this exploit SMB MS170 PSSX is there. Okay, this one is the exploit which was most of the hackers we were using. Okay, so in the various exploit to perform the task. Okay, so we were using this one. First, we will use this. Okay, so how can you use the exploit? Use space exploit. Then show options to check what configurations we required. So yeah, everything is done. rhost. Rhost means the target IP address. So what was the target IP address? Victim IP address. I'll just copy this and set rhost and paste it here. Sorry, set rhost. So options. So target IP address and a target port number which is vulnerable 445. This also have been set. And see, L host means listening host. So our attacker IP address. And when we are listening, we have to use certain port number on our system also for listening. Now, for that 4444. So how you can see sometimes what happen in one port number, multiple services can't able to run. So if it's you have to check properly that this port is free or not. So how can you do? Just come into the root access. I'll just open the new tab and use the command called as netstat-antp. Netstat is the networking tool, network static tool, and A is for all the options we call as all. N means numerical value, T means TCP, and P means process. grep and 4444. So you can observe that no services are running in the port number 4444. So we use here pipe. Why? Because to execute the next command in the same line. Okay. Because when we will try like that, na, ANTP, you will get much information. But we just want to know about the 4444 is in running or not port number on our system. So this is also very important tool. Okay, NetStat. So no services are running. So we can use the same port only for listening because no services are running on this port. It's available for performing the certain task. Then type exploit. So it's trying to find out the weakness and injecting a malicious exploit their programs. So then we got the access now meter system we got it. Okay. So just type help to check it out what you can do here now. We can hash dumps the database of the victim machine. So just you have to execute the command called as hash dump and then see you got the administrator hashing value password. And a lot of things you can do here. You can perform various things and you can get the complete access. You got a complete access of the victim machine. Okay. So now I'll just open to the victim machine Windows 7 and I'll just open this folder. So this is the place. I'll just close it for now. I'll just type screenshot. I'll just take a screenshot of the victim machine. See, successfully we took the screenshot of the victim now. I'll just copy this and I'll go to the new tab of the terminal, EOG, and I'll just paste it and then see, same to same screenshot. Okay, if I'm going into videos, okay, so I'm going into the, okay, I'm going on local DC C drive. Okay, so I'll just close this again. I will type. Okay, so now, okay, now we'll take a screenshot again. See, successfully I have taken the screenshot. It makes clear that this is the vulnerability is there, and that's the reason we are able to perform certain tasks. See, same to same screenshot. Successfully we hack into the victim machine. And guys, this is only for demonstrating, and we are not doing harm to other. It's my own system. Every practices I'm doing into my lab only. Okay, I'm not doing it on the external networks or any other persons without their knowledge. Okay, so and I'm not encouraging anyone to perform this type of things without their permissions. Okay, use this knowledge for a knowledge per use this knowledge only for a education purpose only. Okay, so I'm not encouraging any illegal activities from this demonstrating. Okay, see the same thing screenshot like that. You can do now. See, now we want a complete cell. Cool. See the same to same we got it. The cell, the command prompt. Okay. CD space double dot slash dir. You can see the same folders. Fold. If I'm going into this users, see these two folders are there, public and Razz. Same thing I'll do. Like I'll just copy this and CD space dir, public and Razz. Yeah. So that's how you can perform this activities. So this is called an exploitation part. Success of exploit. You can buy for dive more deeper, deeper to get the privileges. Which called as privilege escalation. Also, we can call as privilege escalation. Oh, sorry, here spelling is P. Privilege escalation. So also we can call as privilege escalations. Okay. So privilege escalations like you're getting the complete admin access of the victim machine. So this also we can perform. So for now demonstrating, I prefer like up to here it's perfectly fine. Okay. Uh, yeah. So we have more advanced than that also, where I personally designed my course. So you guys can search RAZZ Razz Security, RAZZ razzsecurity.com. Okay. And yeah, guys, 1 minute. Here, see, after doing this discover exploit, okay, then you can try report. So however you did, you can make some recording and you can submit that proof of concept, how you have been hacked into the target and with the mitigation. Submit proof of concept. Okay. So that is how. So now just search razzsecurity.com/course/enter. Okay. And here we have a three different mode of that training: classroom training, online, and self-paced. So classroom training, like you will be coming to our headquarter, it in Bangalore, and you can learn under the guidance of trainer. Okay. So this all things today we have just performed this thing, but when you go into classroom training, you will go from basics, everything from basics, everything will be covered up with a proper guidance. Okay. So Linux practice, because Linux is also very important. This all things will be covering one by one. Okay. So classroom training is there, then online training. Okay. So who are not able to come to Bangalore and doing the training, they can go with the online live classes, and here self-paced. Okay. So recorded videos are there, who are comfortable with the recorded videos. Recorded videos also is not bad. Okay. So you can go with the recorded videos, and recorded videos personally have designed from me only. Okay. So my recorded videos are there in that, in the self-paced. Okay. And the pricing also of this, we have did our best to keep it in the affordable pricing. Okay. So actual fees is around like 15,000. Okay. But currently we are giving it in 3,000 rupees, this course. In 3,000 like lifetime access. Okay. Of the course. Same topic. The topics are same only. And you can download the brochure actually. You can click here, the website. Yeah. So here it will be more deeply, and here roadmaps and all are there. You can get one idea. 15,000. But you just go with the online, like you can get a discount in 3,000. You can get it, and modules also. Everything is clearly we explain whatever is there, and yeah. So you can download this, and if you are interested, you can enroll it from here only. You can directly pay, and our team will coordinate with you, and they will add you in the group and all.